everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is part 5 and the final part of building an e-commerce app from scratch. In part 4, we cover the product item, product listing and search screen. If you haven't watched it yet, click the I button to watch. Now in part 5, we will design our home screen and give some final touches. Okay? So come back to Android Studio, go to home screen. We have to write a lot of code here. So let's begin with the home screen as a composable function. It consists of 3 parameters: nav controller for navigation, cart view model for cart logic, and modifier so that we don't have to write it again and again. This is what we are creating. We will divide this screen into 6 different categories. Like this is the home header and this is offer banners, likewise others. All of this will be inside a lazy column. Fill max size. Got it? So our first item is the home header, which contains this violet bar with Amazon written on it, a notification icon, and below it a search bar. Simple. Let's create it. Come outside the home screen function and create a new composable function, home header. It consists of a nav controller as a parameter for navigation. Inside the function, create a column with fill max width, background color as violet, and padding as 16 dp. Inside the column, create a row with fill max width, horizontal arrangement, space between, and vertical alignment as center vertically. Now, inside the row, we have a text that says Amazon, whose text color is white. Font size is 22 sp, and font weight is bold. Besides it, we have an icon that represents a notification with content description as null. And iContent is white. Then give a spacer of 12 dp height. Below it, create an outline text field for the search bar. Keep the value as blank. On value change as well. And fill max width. Now, what we are doing is basically, instead of using the search logic here, we will redirect the user to the search screen when the user clicks on the search bar. Hence, on focus changed, focus state. If focus state is focused, then using the nav controller, navigate to the search screen using the search route name. Got it? Keep read only as true. The placeholder for the search screen says search products. The leading icon represents the search bar icon whose content description is search. For the colors, keep the focused and unfocused container color as white. The focused and unfocused border colors are transparent. Lastly, give a rounded corner shape of 14 dp for the search bar. And our home header is ready. Let's mention it here inside the lazy column which we created before. Our first item is the home header, whose parameter is nav controller. And that's it. Now 5 items remain. Then below the home header function, create a new composable function for offers and banners. Here inside it, we will create a slideshow kind of a carousel which displays 3 different banners or offers. So create a list of images that contains 3 banner drawable images. Next, create a variable index that starts from 0. Remember, mutable state of, and index changes again and again, like an image slider. Add imports. Then, launched effect unit runs a background task when the screen opens. Inside it, there's a loop that runs forever using while as true. Every 3 seconds, it waits using delay 3000, then increases the index by 1. The percentage images dot size part makes sure that when the index reaches the last image, it goes back to 0 instead of crashing. So the first image is displayed. Then after 3 seconds, the second image is displayed. Then again after 3 seconds, the third image is displayed. And then back to image 1 after 3 screens. So it's a continuous loop. This was our logic, and now to display those banners, we need to create a structure for them. So create a column with 16 dp padding. Inside the column, create a text that says special offer like a title with 18 sp font size and font weight bold. Then a spacer of 12 dp height. Now create a card with a rounded corner shape of 16 dp and a card elevation of 6 dp. Inside the card, create an image. The image displays the list of images that we created in the logic. Keep content description as null, fill max width, 180 dp height, and content scale as crop. Again, a spacer of 8 dp height. Then we will create a dot indicator to show which image is displayed first, second, or third. So for that, create a row, fill max width, horizontal arrangement as center. A list of images, variable, dot for each index that represents I. Inside it, create a box with 4 dp padding. The size of the dot depends on which image we are on. Like if the second image is being displayed, then the second dot size is slightly larger than the others. Got it? So for that, if I is equal to the index, then 10 dp, else 8 dp dot size. The clip of the dot is in a circular shape. Also, the displayed image dot will be larger and in a different color, like in the background. If I is equal to index, the color of the dot is violet. Otherwise, it's light gray. Next, to display titles, we will create a composable function for it. Section title text with the title as the parameter. Inside it, a text that displays the title with 18 sp font size, font weight bold, and horizontal padding 16 dp and vertical padding 12 dp. We can use this function anywhere to display the title with the same specifications. Next, to display our 6 categories, we will use a composable function, category grid section, with a nav controller. Inside it, create a lazy vertical grid with 3 columns as grid cells fixed. Height 220 dp and content padding of 8 dp. Inside the grid, create an item that consists of a product data category list. Now we will use a category grid, which we'll create after this, where we will design the category grid in detail to display them. For now, I'll just write it. Then add a nav controller to it, whose root is product/it.category_name. When a user clicks on a category, it moves to another screen, passing the selected category name in the root. Next, we will display the best-selling items, so create a composable function for it. This function creates a UI card to show a single best-selling product. It takes a product object and on add function that runs when the user taps the add button. Inside it, first it gets the current context so it can show a toast message. Then it uses a card with 8 dp padding, 16 dp rounded corners, 4 dp elevation, and a container color as violet. Inside the card, a column is used to arrange everything vertically. At the top, a box is used so the elements can overlap. The product image is displayed using image. Content description as null. Fill max width and with a fixed 140 dp height. Keep the content scale as crop. On the top of the image, there's an icon button placed at the top right corner. When this button is clicked, it calls on add and also shows a small message saying added to the cart. Keep alignment as top end and background as violet in circle shape. Also add an icon with tint color as white. Below the image, another column shows the product name and the product price, whose padding is 8dp. Inside it, the first text displays the product name with bold font weight and color white. Then the second text displays the product price in white. Next, to display the best-selling items, we will create a grid for them using best-selling products composable function, where the cart view model is the parameter. This function displays a grid of best-selling products on the screen. First, it takes only the first four products from the product data.products using tick4. Then it uses lazy vertical grid to show this product in a scrollable grid with two columns. The grid has fixed height of 420 dp and 8 dp padding around it. Inside the grid, items product loop through each product. For every product, it calls best-selling item it to show the UI of that product card. When the add button inside each item is clicked, it triggers and calls cart view model dot add to cart it to add that product to the cart. And that's it. Do not forget to call everything here inside the home screen function. Our second item is the offer banners. The third item is section title text, whose title is categories. The fourth item is category grid with Nav controller. The fifth item is again section title text that displays best-selling products. And the sixth item is the best-selling products with cart view model. Now let's create our category grid as I said before. Create a new class, category grid. Here, create a composable function, category grid. This function creates a small UI item to display a single product category. It takes a product category which has the image and name, and an on-click function that runs when the user taps on it. Now see, no error. The layout uses a column to arrange everything vertically and 8dp padding. The whole column is made clickable, so when the user taps on it, the on-click function is triggered. And lastly, center the content horizontally. Inside the column, it first shows the category image using image. Content description is null, setting its size to 64 dp and giving it 12 dp rounded corners using clip. Below the image, it displays the category name in bold using text. And that's it. Lastly, go to the app Nav Graph and add Nav controller. and cart view model as the parameter in the home screen. And done. Our e-commerce app is ready. Also, in the previous video, the total was not displaying in the cart screen. So we need to fix that also. Hence, go to the cart screen. Here below the total text, we forgot to display the total price. So create a text that displays the total price with 18 SP font size, bold, and color violet. And then, lastly, main activity will be as it is. Our e-commerce app is ready. Let me check the entire code if everything is perfect or not and then come back to you. Well, I found one mistake in my code. Let's fix that. Go to app Nav Graph. Here we forgot to add curly braces, so please make sure you close the brackets properly. Now let's run the app. This is what it looks like. We have our home screen with Amazon written on it, then offers in a carousel, categories, and our best-selling products. Let's add this jacket to the cart. Then go to the search screen. Here we have a product listing. I'll search for a watch. Let's add it too. Now go to the cart screen and see that we have two products with a total price. I'll add one more watch and look at the total price has increased. I will click on Pay Now. A payment processing / loading screen appears, after which an order placed successfully screen is displayed. Continue shopping, and we are back to our home screen. Let's check if categories are working properly or not. I'll go to the clothing category, and we have all the clothes here. Likewise, beauty category. Perfect. Lastly, this is what our profile screen looks like. Beautiful. So we have successfully built a basic e-commerce app. Great. Let me know in the comment section if you need an advanced version of it or not. Alright, that's it for the video. If you're new to this channel, then please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.